The Cusi-led faction of PDP-Laban has expelled Senator Manny Pacquiao for filing his COC under the Cebu-based party PROMD. However, for Senator Koko Pimentel, this move is nothing but political propaganda. Let's get it straight from the senator himself. We have with us this evening Senator Koko Pimentel of PDP-Laban, the Manny Pacquiao faction. Good evening, Senator. Thank you for your time. Can you clarify this issue about Senator Pacquiao running under PROMD and how this supposedly is a de facto disqualification from the party? Is this true?
Well, that is the propaganda that the Cusi faction want to propagate because they have their own political agenda, and maybe to divert the issue from the fact that they do not even have a presidential candidate, and then they abandoned all of their announced plans because the plan was for Senator Bongo to be presidential candidate and President Duterte to be the vice presidential candidate, and then they ended up with Senator Bongo as the vice presidential candidate. So everything is chaotic now in the group of Cusi and Matibag. So that's why they're now making this issue up, which is really not an issue because all the necessary steps were made by us, by the PDP-Laban, to allow the filing of Senator Manny Pacquiao of the certificate of nomination of the political party PROMD. I want to make it clear, under the law, a registered political party can officially nominate a candidate for president, and PROMD is one of them.
Right. So I think, Senator, leading up to October, everyone was hoping that this issue would be settled and that there would be no more factions within the ruling party, PDP-Laban. However, it is already day 3 of the filing and it seems this issue is not resolved. Can we expect this issue to be resolved internally amongst the members of both factions, or would the COMELEC need to intervene to resolve this dispute?
There's no more chance for the two groups to reconcile. This is freedom of association. We want to associate ourselves under PDP-Laban political party, and Cusi and company. We have told them this very early on that they can form their own group. Why do they keep on insisting in hijacking an already existing political party? Composed of old-time members who have only one political party. This is the only political party that we have known in 30-plus years. So why do they keep on insisting on hijacking this party? They have the right to associate among themselves. They could do it, and we will not be hurt if they can group into another association. We have no problem with that. Our problem is the hijacking of our party.
All right. Would you mean to say, Senator Pimentel, that you guys, the two factions, you're not at all in contact with each other? There's absolutely no correspondence, no messaging, no calls, nothing between the two groups?
No more. Oh, the only thing I hear from them are their attacks against us. We are the more passive party because we know that we are the legitimate PDP-Laban. So the more aggressive one is their camp. So we just respond to their attacks or to their intrigues. So because these are the actions of someone who is insecure of what he is claiming to be.
Right. However, Senator, of course, a lot of people are talking. There's a lot of word going around the social media and also on traditional media. Some pundits are saying this move could be a safety net should, of course, originally the COMELEC decide with the other faction. But if this matter is not resolved, then what can we expect moving forward? How many candidates will be filed by PDP-Laban?
Well, this thing will be sorted out for sure because this is not the first time that the COMELEC has encountered this kind of a problem. where a group wants to hijack a certain political party. So the COMELEC should know what to do.
All right, so you're expecting it will go according to precedents that because it is not the first time, as you said, sir.
Yes, that's correct. COMELEC can use well-established parameters like the party history, the files of the party would be before the COMELEC, and many other parameters which are fair and logical and reasonable.
All right. And of course, as you mentioned earlier, when we started talking, Senator Pimentel, that Senator Bongo did indeed file his COC for vice president. Did you see that coming? The President Duterte, backing down from his initial proclamation that he was going to go for the second top post in the land.
I did not see that coming, but because it went against all of their public and formal pronouncements. The Cusi group nominated Bongo as president, which he declined. He formally declined, and then they nominated President Duterte as their vice presidential candidate, which President Duterte formally accepted. And then the ending is the person who declined to run as president is the one who filed for vice president. So that means they abandoned all of their public pronouncements, they nullified all of their formalities, and they just made a last minute or an impromptu decision to change everything. So I was surprised, but that is their problem actually. They should be the ones to sort this out, to clear this out to their own audience, to the people who are following them. They should clarify this, what happened.
All right, one last question, Senator Pimentel. Are you expecting any more surprises, much like the one we got yesterday, Saturday, with those announcements that were unexpected? Anything more like that you're, waiting for? Yeah?
Yes, it's possible, Sean. And, the October 1 to 8 deadline is actually the initial deadline. And political parties are given the benefit of substituting their candidates up to November 15. So don't be surprised if the surprises continue up to November 15.
All right, and I guess you are prepared for any eventuality, I'm guessing, Senator?
What is important is your party and your candidates are ready, to campaign, to explain your program of government. You do not mind anymore the maneuvers of the other, or the gimmicks of the other groups or parties. Don't mind them. What is important is concentrate on your own mission and on your own objective.
All right. Well, I guess there's still a lot of time for this to unfold November 15. We should find out. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us today. Senator Koko Pimentel of PDP-Laban. Thank you for your time.
Salamat din po. Salamat po. Bye-bye.